Hi, I'm Julia Williams Portland. I'm a sailing instructor and coach at the Yacht Club of Sea Isle City here in New Jersey. So this is a little island that I live on in the summer with my family, and I absolutely love sailing. My whole life has been guided by the water, and my major is actually maritime supply chain management, which is like port management, and along with a double major in international business, concentration European studies, a minor in environmental health. Deep breath. And I'm also looking to minor in computer science. So really, I love school, I love education, and I love the water. So this is really where my life has guided me. I've just followed what I've loved, and here I am. I go to school at Old Dominion University in Norfolk, Virginia, and as well as being outside and doing anything on the water, from surfing, swimming, sailing, kayaking, you name it on the water, and I've probably done it or I want to do it. And I run a lot as well, and now that I'm down in Virginia, I used to volunteer on a historic ship up in Philadelphia, the USS Olympia, but now I volunteer on the USS Wisconsin in Virginia. I love traveling, which is why I wanted to go to school somewhere kind of different, just to be able to broaden my perspective, and that's what I'd also love to do with this trip as well. In the future, I'm just really looking to do anything involved with helping the environment, helping other people, as well as working with people and using creativity as a tool to solve those problems. So an impactful experience I had actually kind of relates around, I don't know if you can see it because my legs are kind of covered in salt water, but I have this scar right on my knee here, and it's basically like a huge chunk of my skin taken out, but it's kind of healed over time. And what had happened was I used to run cross country. I've done basically every sport you can name. Not that I've been good at them. Now I sail for college, so I found the one I work at, but I like to try new things, and I love being on a team and working with other people, so sports kind of lent themselves into that. And so anyway, I was at this cross country meet, and it was a varsity event, and we only had 5 runners, and you needed 5 runners to qualify for national or for states. So I was running, and there's this big hill, and I'm more of a flat land kind of runner, and I ended up tripping on a route down this hill and completely fell face first, like skidded down the hill, and I was just in so much pain, and it was really terrible, but I knew that like we all had to finish to be able to get to states. So I ended up just getting up and finishing the run, and I didn't really like notice anything being wrong. I was just kind of like, ouch, like I'm in pain, but it was, you do what you do. And then I finished, and everyone was like staring at me kind of with like mouths open, and I was like, okay, like what's happening? And one of my teammates runs up to me who had already finished, and she goes like, oh my god, are you okay? Like what happened? Like all this stuff. And I was like, what? And then I looked down, and there's actually a picture that they professionally took from one of like the photographers there, but it's me and my teammate. She's talking to me, and I'm literally drenched, like covered in like blood and sweat, because it turns out like literally this huge chunk of my skin had been taken out, and like my leg was just literally caked in blood, and like my face in dirt and all this stuff. I looked like I had just been out of like a zombie apocalypse movie, which I didn't realize because I was too like focused on the run and finishing the race rather than like the pain I was in. And I really wasn't that great of a runner, and I'm still not, but I love to run, so I feel like I've been getting better. But my coach like ran up to me and all my teammates, and they just hugged me, and they were like, thank you, like if you hadn't finished, like we wouldn't have been able to like qualify for nationals, or for states, sorry. And he was like, you always have a spot on my team, like you can always run varsity, and I really appreciate everything you do. So that was just a really important experience for me, because obviously like I really didn't want to finish the run, but I got up and I still did it because I have a team and I have a goal, and I'm a team player. I always do what I know needs to be done in order to succeed, which leads me into my next thing. I really truly believe that I can do whatever I dedicate myself to. I'm not really that good at math or science, and science is a pretty big part of doing any environmental research or innovation, but I do consider myself to have a pretty creative mind. I love puns, and I love making people laugh, so that's kind of my outlet of expression. But I think that I can focus more on advertising in the social aspect of saving the environment and conservation instead of the actual physical science, because they're both pretty important when it comes down to it. Clearly the science behind it is what needs to be advertised, but the thing is there's already so much out there that we just need to communicate more of to be like cured for the environment. So I think what will really hold me back, if anything does, is just that I get nervous sometimes that I'm going to fail or not succeed, but I think I can just calm myself down after these like fits of nervousness and understand that really whatever I want to do is as attainable as the water I could jump into. So I'm Julia. It's very nice to meet you, and I would absolutely love to be selected for this road trip experience.